Thank you, Senator Klobuchar, and I'm always reminded, we have a little competition, friendly competition with my friend from Minnesota and other states. So when she talks about Minnesota's 10,000 lakes or 15,000 lakes, I like to remind people that we have over 3 million lakes in Alaska. So it's just it's by a magnitude of...
but most of them constantly frozen.
But that's true, but 3 million lakes. So just want you to remember that. Maybe we'll put that on our license plate too someday. But I want to thank everybody. These are really important positions. And I want to begin by covering an executive order that President Trump issued on day one of his administration. It's called Unleashing Alaska's Extraordinary Resource Potential. It's very long. There's the president's signature. We're the only state in the union. It's got our own executive order from this administration. And it says that it is the policy of the United States to fully avail itself of Alaska's vast lands and resources for the benefit of the nation and the American citizens who call Alaska home. So I want to begin by getting to all the witnesses a commitment, if confirmed, I think you're all going to get confirmed, to come up to Alaska soon after your confirmation to see these extraordinary resource potential. You can come in the winter when it's cold or the summer to do some fishing, but can I get your commitment? We'll start with you, Dr. Carmel.
Thank you, Senator. Actually, I look forward to going back to Alaska. Been there many times, and I'd love to come back. Thank you, sir.
Great.
I echo that. I've been there once on a layover, a very brief layover, and I'd like to be back for a lot longer.
Great.
Yes, sir. I agree to support that. I've been to Alaska with my wife, fishing the Kenai and other great areas in your
Good.
state, and we love it.
Great. Dr. Petty.
Absolutely.
You're a UAF grad, so
That's
we're very
correct.
proud of you. I think you might be the first UAF grad to hold this position. We got to double check that, so we're excited for you to get back to Alaska.
Excellent.
Great. Let me, one of the elements of this executive order, and you're already hearing it a lot, is the EO directs federal agencies to streamline permitting and accelerate approvals of critical infrastructure projects in Alaska. And yet, we continue to see lengthy and unnecessary delays. Let me give you one that's kind of MIRAD and NIMS. It's a MIRAD grant for the port of Adak, which we're going to be doing a lot with. We have in the defense bill starting to work to reopen the military base in Adak out on the Aleutian Island chain. Very strategic, but also important for fisheries. This grant, the MIRAD grant, has been stalled for months while NIMS completes its biological opinion. Formal consultations began in June, but NIMS didn't consider the application until late July. It's since reassigned staff to start all over again, has told the people of Adak that maybe they'll get it out by December. Maybe that'll slip to next year because of Federal Register timing. Dr. Petty, this is classic, my view, classic deep state. No offense, I like all my constituents, but there are a lot of federal employees who would love to slow roll everything in Alaska, right? The President of the United States said, enough, we're done doing that, in Alaska especially. So I need your commitment, if confirmed, and you're going to get confirmed, I'm a strong supporter of yours, to kind of give NIMS a little bit of a kick in the behind, saying we're not doing this anymore. The Biden years of delaying, crushing projects in Alaska because far-left environmental groups wanted that, they're over. Can you commit to me to get in a culture of accountability and urgency with permitting offices throughout NOAA, if confirmed?
Senator, simply, yes, I look forward to it.
In that one in particular, but all the other ones as well?
Yes, sir.
No more delays. We're not doing 7-year permits anymore, 8-year permits.
Or longer.
It's ridiculous. It's killing the country. And it particularly kills my state, which is why the president on day one said, we're done with trying to crush Alaska federal agencies. You're going to move forward. So we need that leadership. I appreciate that. Let me turn to another executive order, again from the Trump administration. This is restoring American seafood competitiveness. I think Secretary Lutnick is off to a great start. We had the seafood roundtable that we talked about recently with all the congressional delegation, Alaska stakeholders. We have Administrator Jacobs. You know, my state, again, is the superpower of seafood. Over 2/3 of all seafood harvested in America, subsistence, sport, commercial, comes from Alaska. That's almost $2 billion of that is exported. Almost $16 billion is contributed to the U.S. economy from Alaska's seafood industry. 1.6 million jobs nationwide. But you've heard it from Senator Cantwell. Unlike a lot of industries in America, the CHIPS Act, look, all these computer chips companies get $250 billion in subsidies. Our seafood industry needs two things from the federal government: surveys and timely promulgation of regulations to open fisheries. That's it. And that's under you. And the surveys have not been going well. Can I get your commitment to get us back to the gold standard of serious surveys, but doing it in a way in which it's prioritized, and again, in a way in which it is promoted in the president's executive order on seafood competitiveness, in addition to his executive order on Alaska?
Well, Senator, I know you have that executive order memorized, and so...
And I want you to have it memorized.
That's right. I'm sure you do.
Both of them, actually.
I look forward to working specifically with you and your outstanding staff who have incredible knowledge. So yes, looking forward to each one of those items.
Let me just get to one final one, and then I'm going to turn it over to Senator Peters. Dr. Carmel, I think you and I are meeting later today in my office, so I'm looking forward to that. I have a whole bunch of questions for you and others for the record, but it goes to NOAA's budget that we need to get out here soon, their spend plan that includes, my understanding is 2 approved NOAA and OMB fishery disaster declarations and funds for the 2022 Yukon salmon, 2021 Upper Cook Inlet, and 2022 Kuskokwim salmon. Can you assure me that your first order of business will be the approval of these disaster funds and the recovery resources necessary?
Senator, I look forward to getting into the building and doing just that. I think even already confirming Dr. Jacobs and him watching today and hearing it loud and clear. So I look forward to working with you to move those areas that you've highlighted forward, whether it's the research gaps that are missing and even those surveys as well. So
yeah, and we're going to do a lot together, as you and I talked about in my office yesterday, on the salmon challenges that we have.
Yes, sir.
Some of our salmon runs in Alaska are doing great. Sockeye salmon run in Bristol Bay. Some are doing horrible.
Yeah.
The King run on the Yukon and the Kuskokwim, very important to my constituents. Our legislation addresses that, but we have huge research gaps that we need to figure out and address. So I appreciate your commitment on that. I'll have some more questions for the record for the other witnesses. Thank you. And I'm now going to turn the entire hearing over to my Democratic colleagues. I hope they don't undertake some kind of coup on the Commerce Committee. So with that, Senator Markey, I think, or maybe Senator Peters. I'm sorry, Senator Peters.